boy Thick Boy, and welcome back to my channel, Thick Boy TV. Alright y'all, so I've been thinking about it, and it's about that time. I'm gonna start making some food videos. I've been doing a couple of movie reviews, and hopefully you guys like it, but I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna do a couple of recipes from my OG mama, from her recipe book. So what I wanted to do is to kind of do a quick introduction on this playlist. This is going to be a playlist called Thick Boy Eats. It's going to just chronologize and give you a playlist for all the food that I cook and all the food that I try out, and everything that I eat, you're going to see it on camera, guys. So hope you like it. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, guys, so you guys are going to like the recipe that I got today. So the recipe is going to be called chicken tetrazzini. This is a recipe that I got from I stole it from my OG mama book. Her recipe book. I don't think she know. If she do, sorry mama, but it's on camera. But before we jump right into this video, you guys can like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for future content. It'll really help me out, and it'll give me further motivation to keep pumping these videos out. I'm just gonna show you the recipe right now and just stop talking. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so for this recipe, it's pretty cut and dry. It's really easy. So the first thing you wanna start off with is gonna be your chicken. So in this case, or in my case, I use a rotisserie chicken, but you know, Thanksgiving just passed by, so I know y'all got some leftover turkey somewhere in that house. So you can use that too if you got some. Next in line is gonna be the celery. So in this case, it's gonna be 2 stalks of celery, fresh celery, 1 whole onion, I believe that's a white onion, and 1 bell pepper. So for our sauces, we're gonna use cream of mushroom, and we're gonna use cream of chicken, okay? So we also are gonna make 2 things of spaghetti, and we're gonna have 1 package of mild shredded cheese, or whatever cheese you prefer. In this case, it's gonna be 2 cups. This is gonna be the ooey gooey cheese. So in this case, there we go. I struggled there a little bit, guys, my bad. So in this case, this is the Velveeta ooey gooey cheese. That's what I call it. This cheese is what's going to give it a little pop in the inside. You have your pimentos. I can never say that on cue, guys. You have your pimentos. And then last but not least, you have your salt and pepper for taste. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to saute the celery, the onions, and the bell peppers. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so I got my cast iron skillet. It's heated up, it's nice and ready to go. So first thing we're gonna start off, we're gonna start up about a half tablespoon of avocado oil, or basically whatever oil you like to kind of lube up the pot or the pan, or in this case, the skillet. Okay, so while that's going, you want your temperature on about medium high, because you want this to saute relatively quickly. So you want to make sure your pan is kind of hot. And then all you have to do from there is just start dumping in. Start dumping in all of your veggies. So in your case, your bell peppers, your celery. Sorry about that, guys. And then your onions. So what we want to do is from there, we want to go ahead and put in about a tablespoon of seasoned salt, or basically whatever salt of your choice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and finish this off with some freshly ground black pepper. About a couple turns, you know, not a lot. Or if you like black pepper like me, you know, just keep it heavy. My wife will understand. All right. And from here, take that off. That looks weird. So from here, we want to go ahead and just start sauteing all the veggies. And what we're looking for, guys, is we want to make sure that the onions become translucent or almost clear. Should be able to see the bottom of the pan with the onions. That basically lets you know that it's getting close and it's good to go. So we're gonna keep doing that. Now, what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm not gonna bore you guys with looking at me cook this thing up. I'm gonna let it cook up, and then I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so I let it cook down a little bit. And what you can see from here is you can basically see that the onions are starting to get, they starting to show their colors now, y'all. They starting to look good. So what we want to do now is we want to turn our temperature down to about medium. So we don't want to cook this to cook fast now. And then from here, what we want to do is just go ahead and toss in your chicken. So we just dump all that in there, like so. Keep in mind my hands are clean. Hopefully yours are too when you do this. And from there, we want to get about 2 tablespoons of pimientos. So in this case, I'm just gonna use a half tablespoon and just do it twice. Or 4 times, sorry. So in the 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now from here, what we want to do, guys, is we want to go ahead and start mixing this around. We don't want to cook it fast. We just want to get it in there and kind of get it moving. From there, we want to go ahead and throw in your cream of mushroom. Toss it in there. Ooh, that don't look right, but we're going to work with it. And then your cream of chicken. This one always the most difficult to get out. So if you can, use your thing to try to squeeze it out and not get it stuck. That's good enough. And then just go ahead and start mixing all that in, mixing that goodness in there, just like so. All right, guys, so this is basically the cooked result of everything we put in here. So as you can see, it's just nice and thick and I don't know any other word to explain it, but you can see it look good, guys. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and put this on the side. We're gonna let this cool, and we're gonna go ahead and make our spaghetti. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, guys, as you can see, you want your water to be at a raging boil. So in this case, you want to go ahead and throw in your spaghetti. I did that for the camera, guys. That was hot. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and drop this in. So OG Mama taught me this, guys. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to drop it in the middle and let it flare out. That way, it cooks evenly all the way through the noodles. Who knew? Thanks, Mama OG. So what we want to do from here is just like, you know, typical spaghetti making. You know, you want to go ahead and just twist in your spaghetti and just go ahead and let that boil. Oh, what I forgot to add, guys, is what else is also in this water is a pinch of avocado oil. So that way, or whatever oil you use, but that way it'll stop it from sticking. And just a small pinch of salt. Iodine, you know, seasoned salt or whatever you want, but just a pinch of salt. And that helps the noodles not stick together while they cook and while you pull it out. Just a little tidbit for you guys moving forward. So what we're gonna do is just gonna let this thing boil up. I think spaghetti is typically about 7 minutes of cook time on high. So we're gonna give this thing some time to kind of pay its dues, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is the assembly line. So what we got going on, guys, so we have the cheese. This is gonna be our first cheese. We have our second cheese here, which is gonna be the mild cheddar. We're gonna top it off with this. We have our cooked spaghetti noodles, and then the filling, I guess, if you want to call it that, I guess. Oh, and this right here is just about 1 tablespoon of butter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just pour some of this in here, and all we're doing is pretty much not a lot. We just want enough to coat the bottom of the pan. So usually what I like to do is I like to pour a little bit in there, you know, kind of gauge it, see what you're looking at. And obviously, guys, if you don't want to do butter, you can always substitute with whatever oil you want if you want to kind of save some calories or whatnot. So you can do, you know, avocado oil or whatever fits you, you know, whatever floats your boat. All right, so now that we got that set, the trick to this, guys, in terms of cooking chicken tetrazzini is you want to layer the noodles like lasagna. So we are going to go ahead and get our first layer. So we're going to go layer number 1. We're going to layer that down just like so. You know, be generous. Don't be scared. It's your noodles. You can do what you want. All right, so we're going to put that in there. We're going to go ahead and grab our cheese. We're gonna just toss in a couple cubes. Like I said, just be generous. All right, we're gonna just go ahead and put all these in here, just like so. And don't worry about the little corners. They're gonna get caught up soon, don't worry about it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just keep doing this. My cheese kind of melted a little, guys. So I actually think that's enough for me. I'm not even gonna use the last pieces. So I'm gonna put these on the side. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and put in our filling. So, that damn went to the gym and lift this heavy pot. So we're gonna go ahead and layer this out just like so. All right. And then basically you're just gonna repeat this step for the last step. So we're gonna clean that up. And then last but not least, we're gonna throw in the last row of noodles. Like so. All right, last little bit. You can see this is gonna make a lot of servings, guys. So you're looking at roughly, you know, what is that? 4 or 5 servings, give or take. And then we're gonna go ahead and put in this last little bit and just top it off with that. Who said you didn't know what to do with your leftovers, huh, guys? So I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna get you right. All right, so now that everything's in there, we're gonna go ahead and clean up our area. All right, so the last step, guys, last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle in, or sprinkle on top, this final layer of cheese. And this is gonna be your last little oomph. And it's gonna give you that when you heat it up and get it ready to go. So I'm just gonna stop playing with it and just put a little bit in here like so. Like I said, this is all, you know, your choice. You can do half the bag, the whole bag, whatever you prefer. I'm just gonna go all out, just like so. We're gonna try to get these corners, everything, get every little corner. All right, perfect. So I'm not even gonna use the whole bag. I'm just gonna keep it at that. We're going to heat this up in an oven at 350 degrees. So I will see you guys in a minute once this thing is nice and ready. See you in a bit. All right, guys, so this is the final result for the chicken tetrazzini. So the only thing we gotta do now is to plate it up and see how this look. Luckily, guys, I already got a plate ready to go. So we are going to just, we'll take this corner here. Okay, yeah, we can see that look good. All right, so let's go ahead and get a little piece of that. All right, should have got better utensils. We're gonna try some of this out. Look at that, guys. Trying to make it pretty for you guys, but you know, I'm not the greatest at this. But that's pretty much it. That is the chicken tetrazzini. As you can see, pretty simple, nothing too fancy, and enjoy. So guys, if you made it this far, thank you, I appreciate it. Like I said before, you can like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for future content. It'll really help me out, and I really appreciate it. Also, too, if you can, drop a comment in the box below and kind of let me know what you guys think of this recipe. Like I said, this is a family recipe, and I just want you guys to see it and try it out and let me know what you think. The recipe, the full recipe list will be in the description below. So definitely check it out. And it was good to see you this time. I'll see you next time. Thick Boy out. Peace.